Something you wish to report? Go
All
on.
right, we have started
You have my
another
undivided
recording,
attention.
and now we will now resume what I initially planned to do, or at least to start today. Although, it looks like we're about to start the Flower Feather Clan mission next. Because it looks like it's directly in the path of where we have to go. Oh, we have to do the interlude. Okay, good. Never mind, we're going straight to the interlude. So this is the Flower Feather Clan, huh? Oh, do they have teleporting canvas thingies too? Phlogiston wheel tunnels. Only Kukosaurus and members of Flower Clan can... Okay. Oh, I love this. It's got like Western music. Played on like a flute type instrument. Oh, I totally dig the vibe of the music here. Gives me like a Toy Story vibe, kind of. Gaseous phlogiston. Oh my god. We flying now. I can see everything. Oh, this is amazing. Can I dive bomb? Oh, we can.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
Just take it easy before the real work begins. You two are in charge of repairing the houses to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbled beneath my feet on the way here. The whole thing will need to be reinforced.
All right. I'll start by moving the boxes over.
I guess I should take some more time to remind everybody that this
I'll
was
help ya. These things
happening
can get
during
pretty
the SAG-AFTRA strike, so there will be people missing VA, and I expect there to be people with missing VA in the upcoming Star Rail 2.7 patch. I haven't had anybody confirm that to me yet, though, but I expect it.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know.
Oh, that's right.
You see that?
Everyone from the, was it the
Perfectly
Collective of
defined. I
Plenty
can
or
lift this
something?
stuff up
They're all
with one hand.
bodybuilders.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed. What?
Oh!
My back.
My back! My back! What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and apply some meds. Take it easy for the next few days, alright? I don't want this getting worse. Don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better.
I knew I should have trained harder.
How do you train your back? Working out is different from real work. You gotta ease into it. Anyone still not have an assignment? Chief Mahota needs our help.
Son!
And Paimon, what are you doing here?
We were just about to ask you the same thing. We didn't expect to run into you in these parts.
Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape, all things considered. We're already done with all the repairs. I heard the Flower Feather Clan was hit a lot worse. So I decided to come help. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe, brought them along. They are my students. Students. Right, you're a sports coach. Aha, you got a good memory. You a sports lover? I can design a training plan for you. Looks like you're in pretty good shape already. Competitive fighting, extreme sports. You can take your pick. As for you, Paimon, we might have to start you off on a balanced meal plan.
What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's current meal plan. Like today, Paimon just had some blazed meat stew, fried shrimp bean balls, sour sauce kipper, and mashed potatoes. That's practically nothing.
Stew, shrimp balls. I don't know what a ceviche is. Stuffed mashed potatoes. I could, depending on how much a sour sauce ceviche is, I could probably eat all of that too. It's amazing, though, that something in so small a package could eat all of that, though. This case sounds even worse than I imagined. I know just the thing. Kale juice. I'll make you some.
Kale juice?
I've had it before, it's terrible.
Wait, isn't that your favorite drink, Trevor? If Eon-san's going to make some for free, Paimon would feel terrible if you won't get to try it.
Uh-huh. Anyway, that's enough idle talk. For now, a little while earlier, the chief asked me to bring a few people to help with something. Are you two free? As you can see, due to the unforeseen circumstances, I am short a few people.
Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Perfect. Follow me. All fires fuel the flame. Oh, right, we're a Kukasaur. Let's stop being a Kukasaur real quick. Where's the chief's hut? This way? Oh, now that is indeed an outfit. We made it, Chief!
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure we'll have a much better time now with your help.
I love that outfit. I love that design. Let's just get straight to the point. Are the people behind you warriors from your tribe? Did something bad happen to them?
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there?
Mentally ill person. Oof. I would hate to have that subtitle to appear below my name.
I'm drowning, and there's something in the water.
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
He's hallucinating, Paimon. Okay. Oh no, they're multiplying. There's a lot of mentally ill people here.
The abyss. The abyss is coming.
Do you think it's being caused by something, or do you think it's trauma?
There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach, and my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
Man, I heard that the Flower Feather Clan was hit hard. I didn't know how hard they were hit.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Uh-oh.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done.
Could have caused this. War! You have any ideas?
We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle.
Yeah.
According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
Who?
What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
I'm gonna have to check the archive after that to see if he's referring to the weird black hole thingy.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
Malvika punched it really, really hard.
True. It poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
I could try to help.
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try!
Thanks for pointing it out, Paimon. I always wonder why we don't abuse the hell out of this power. If I had that power, I'd be trying it on everything.
It didn't work?
Well, it had to have helped at least.
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
Well, that'll definitely fix the physical problems. The mental problems, I don't think just waving my magic hand is going to fix a mental illness. But it might prevent it from getting worse.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Which one is your friend, by the way, out of curiosity? Is it Big Hammer Guy, Teeth and Stomach Lady, or Drowning Man?
Come back to me, Cochita! Please, don't leave me like this!
Well, I guess that answers my question slightly.
We beat Gasoithoth. They survived the battle. Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
Of course not.
What is it, Aeon-san?
We'll take it case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The environment isn't doing them any good. Is it doing them any bad? Let them go where they feel comfortable. Oh, that makes sense. And Dan and Paimon and I will talk to them.
But,
Are you sure about this?
That is a good question. I know you're worried, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We don't know until we try. You know who would be really good and very helpful in this situation right now, and I didn't want to have to say it? Koichi. This would be a great time for us to have Koichi help. Everybody, take off a hat and have a moment of silence for Koichi. Okay, moment of silence over. And yes, I keep multiple hats within arm's reach. Many hats. I am called the Dan of Many Hats for a reason. I'm pretty sure I have one more somewhere within reach, but I don't see it. Yeah, my flat cap seems to be missing. Well, don't just stand there. Let them go. Send someone to follow them, but don't stick too close. You just need to keep tabs on them. Following Janssen's command, the crowd disperses. Alright, it's up to us now. Let's talk to them one by one. This is a bad situation, but I know warriors will still find their way to pull through. After all, we've overcome so many challenges already. What's one more? By the way... Oh. Well, that text disappeared real quick. So, isn't Gasoithoth, like, the name of a character from, like, Lovecraft? Okay, talk with the first afflicted individual. Let's start with Drowning Man, because he was the first one that we saw. You okay? Found him. Hello, can you hear me?
So dark. So cold. I want to go home.
Okay, just wait a little longer and we'll take you home. The caravan from my tribe should have brought some firewood. I think starting a bonfire might help.
Huh?
I don't see why not. When it's dark, damp, and cold, what's better than a fire? Maybe the light and warmth will help change what he sees. Wait here for a while I grab some firewood.
Where is it coming from?
Oh, we've accomplished something.
It's working!
It'll work. However, now I'm worried he might reach into the light and stick his hand in the fire.
Is someone there? Please save me.
Also, why are we seeing it from his point of view?
Wait.
Are we reading
You
minds
have to
again?
leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
It's okay. We brought some friends from the people of the springs. They're great swimmers. We're here to save you.
No. Please. Just leave me. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
So this Duarte guy probably died. Looks like the bonfire wasn't enough. That was the second time he mentioned Duarte. Maybe we can start there. Let's ask around from what we can learn.
My friend. Is he any better?
Little bit. We're working on it, but I wanted to ask, does the name Duarte mean anything to you?
Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Atoco's Surian companion. Atoco almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Atoco back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
So Duarte is a Saurian companion. Means we just need to bring Duarte here, and I wouldn't jump to that conclusion, Janssen.
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
Maybe we don't need the real Duarte. What did Duarte look like?
He was a bit on the smaller side, but other than that, he was just your average Kukasaur. Well, hold on. What are you planning?
So we just need to impersonate him. Oh, we're going to do the transformation nonsense, aren't we? Based on that look on the face, I guess you already have a plan. Alright, let's get to work. Oh, and thank you for the information. We'll do whatever we can to help your friend.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Oh, I'm just doing what every person can do. Everything in my power to help. Anything beyond my power is beyond my power. Okay, where is it? There it is. Hello, Kukusaur. I just need to borrow its identity. Alright.
We're back! How are you feeling?
Duarte?
Step forward. Damn, we're tall.
How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
Yeah, this might be more traumatic, though. Shh. What now? Push him lightly from behind.
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time.
Oh.
Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew, just like old times. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way.
This is kind of sad. Okay, maybe I'll take that back. It's not kind of sad. This is sad.
I failed.
I know, he's getting to just slam him hard. Really? Was he actually coughing up water?
Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Who are you people?
Atoco!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning, An Asaurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here?
Explain the situation. Am I actually here still?
You went through all that for me? While all I did was cause trouble for everyone? I'm so sorry.
None of this is your fault. Maybe it's not my place to say this, but go easy on yourself. You deserve to move past what happened here, and what happened to Duarte.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go on, get some rest. Iskali, we'll leave him to you. I'm glad we were able to help. A small step. It's kind of the last spark of hope. The last heart. It's cutting out of the text.
Wait, the battle. What happened? Did we beat that giant abyss monster?
Hey, don't worry. We won.
Thank goodness.
Alright, second individual. It's time to talk to teeth and stomach lady.
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat me.
I can't even begin to imagine what traumatic experience you went through. It's okay, there's nothing to fear. Soythoth has lost. Nothing can hurt you anymore.
It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can stop the abyss.
She's right, you know.
It will devour everyone. One day, we'll all be reunited in the pit of its stomach.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than Atoco.
Seems to be would not be the words I would use, Paimon. Worse than Atoco would be the words I would use.
She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Afraid is right. I wonder what triggered it. The battle against the Abyss? Or maybe like Atoco, it's some deep-rooted fear, and the Abyss just made it worse. Alright, before, let's go see what we can learn about her past.
Ion-san, I heard you cured Atoco. I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can...
Chief Muota, perfect timing. I was just looking for you. I wanted to ask you some questions. Explain what you did to cure Atoco and take Chief Muota to the more
I think
secluded
you're
place.
onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Cochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy.
Oh, he's got scars on his face. I love this guy's design.
Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle?
No, I don't believe in predestiny. Yes, I get that feeling sometimes when I'm instructing on a particularly gifted student. Something like, wow, you were born to play this sport.
Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle?
What do you mean?
When Cochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Cochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get over no matter what.
Me neither. If I watched my parents die, that would fucking plague my mind for the rest of my days.
But isn't Cochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety. And the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. You're the only family I have left. I won't let anything happen to you. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior, and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
She just found a new outlet for it. Maybe fighting the Abyss was her way of making sure she wouldn't lose anyone else. Maybe the thought of experiencing that pain again scared her more than the Abyss. On the outside, her choice to fight made her seem strong, but she never forgot the trauma of that night. The Abyss just brought it back to the surface.
How can we help her?
I got nothing. This one's tricky. We can find the right opportunity then. Well, there's the brother.
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you!
Oh no.
I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family?
Oh wow, this might actually be good. Hold on, what it looks like Cochita's responding to his words.
If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. It's a death sentence. Just like what happened to Mom and Dad.
The Abyss isn't indestructible.
But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward.
Although if
Still, I have to protect Quali.
Although if you want to get
What should I
specific and
do?
talk about the lore, the Abyss is technically everything that is not in Tevat is the Abyss. So that'd be like saying you can't, that space can be defeated. So I would say the Abyss, yeah, it's gonna swallow us all eventually. Breathe deep and enter the void.
Cochita.
I think you just need to fight it one more time.
Fight it. One more time?
Good idea, Dan. No, that's a horrible idea. Her fear of the Abyss is deep, but she still has the will to fight. She just needs to defeat an Abyss monster by herself, and no, this is fucking a terrible idea. And we can prove to her that the Abyss isn't indestructible, just like you said. I think it's worth a try. Plus, with us around, we can make sure she won't get hurt. Although that means finding an Abyss monster.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle.
This is
I dispatched
stupid.
a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might still be a few stragglers.
This is a stupid, stupid idea. Great, let's go right now. Cochita, you think you can make it?
There's no turning back. I have to face it. Even if it will devour me whole.
I'm
Good.
coming too! I'm
No.
not letting my sister face this alone! Not anymore!
No, I can't bring kids along. Alright, stick close, let's go. No, this is a stupid idea. Even if it's working, it's too dangerous.
Be careful out there. I expect you all to come back safe.
I hope so. Which way are we going? This must be Natlan that they was referring to in one of those previous missions. Oh, yeah. It feels nice to be able to fly. Found him. Let's get started. Oh, Rift Hounds. Everything alright, Cochita? You don't have to force yourself to do this. How can we make this easier for her? I guess we could wear them down first, but I think it's better to stand guard for now. We should wait for the right moment to intervene.
You were the ones who killed them.
This is a bad idea written all over it.
As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world.
And here we are, reading people's thoughts again.
But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. It's all burned into my brain.
So, why can't we get more visual storytelling like this all the time. This is what you should be doing instead of having black screen with white text all the time.
They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what.
Stay
No.
away from my brother!
I mean, I feel I should intervene. She's gonna get her ass beat.
Oh, help her out! I can do this. I have to do this.
Oh, Petlosaur.
Laid bare.
Let the show begin.
Go away! Where are the rest? Where are they hiding?
You defeated them. They're not coming back. The last strike was absolute perfection. You pulverized them in a single hit.
That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to devour everything in sight.
They're not that scary.
No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before. I know I have.
Now, the vague concept of the Abyss as a whole, that might actually be undefeatable.
She's back to normal!
Cochita!
What just happened?
Exposure therapy. Super
That
dangerous.
is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe I never made any progress at all.
To quote the Aventurine trailer, is it bravery or foolishness? It's important to listen to your limits, just like training. Pushing too hard will only hurt you in the long run. Everyone needs time to rest. Besides, I have a feeling you won't have to face those fears alone anymore.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable.
Hopefully you'll be as big as those people from the, what was it, the Collective of Plenty?
I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
I'll keep you company.
Alright then, we'll head back. I made sure to check the surrounding area for monsters, and it's clear, so take your time. Sometimes our fears never truly leave us, but tomorrow's a new day. As long as you keep moving forward, there will be days to come. For the same land.
I'll fight by your side until every last monster is gone.
That's very brave of you. But you know what would make me even happier? If this whole war would end tomorrow, so you would never have to fight at all.
Me too. 2 down, 1 to go. I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight the big guy that's swinging a hammer around.
Atoco's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Eon-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess he really can do the impossible.
Man, we're getting rumors spread around through us already. Return to the Flower Feather Clan.
So all those rumors about the Traveler really are true. So all those rumors...
Okay, I thought that was your name.
Cochita is getting better too.
Looks like things are starting to look up around here.
How's Ocotlan doing? How's Ocotlan doing?
That's 2 people down. You're an amazing problem solver, Dan. Probably well-honed skill from all your travels, right? You really know how to give people hope. Ever since you came to Natlan, I've been feeling a lot better about our chance of winning this war. You helped a lot too. You got them through this initial stage of panic.
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control of the situation. You deserve most of the credit.
Yeah, I'd be willing to give all the credit to Yan-san in this. She's been very clever about it. Well, who am I to turn down such a nice compliment? Most people say the first step is the hardest. But it's not actually all that hard. Exaggerating the difficulty in your own head is where the real fear comes in. I'll never get it. Might as well not try. I hear that kind of talk all the time. But if you break your goal into smaller parts, the first steps might actually turn out to be the easiest.
Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
Just like when I told you to eat less meat and drink more kale juice. You probably heard that and thought, I can never eat meat again and I have to drink kale juice for every meal? I'll practically starve. I'd probably feel the same way. In reality, all it takes to start eating is 2 fewer servings of blazed meat stew and adding some kale juice for nutrition. That's it. It's not about making drastic changes all at once.
That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything?
I don't really know how the anatomy of Paimon works, so I don't know if subbing out a serving of food for kale juice would actually affect her diet all that much. Consistency is key. You can't accomplish your goals in one fell swoop. You have to eat away at them, little by little. My ancient name means power. Did you know that? So everyone thought I would grow up to be this tall, burly, muscular warrior. That's not what happened. A lot of people were confused and disappointed. My fellow warriors couldn't understand why I inherited the name over them. First, I also felt lost. It was only later that I realized that true strength basically boils down to problem solving. Physical strength is just a means to an end, like everything else. So I began to break problems down into smaller parts. And when facing an impossible situation, you just need to act. And if you fail, so what? That's just life. Anyway, that's what I learned over the years. Maybe it'll come in handy for you someday. Well said. Thank you for the advice.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, today. Paimon will start today.
Good luck with that, Paimon.
You're amazing, Ansan. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is giving other people strength.
That's a really nice way of putting it, Paimon. I don't deserve that much credit. You already have that strength within you. I'm sure you faced more obstacles than I can imagine during your travels. But you never gave up. That proves it. I bet I could learn a thing or two from you.
Yan-san, bad news. Ocotlan is out of control.
Uh-oh. Stay calm. I'll be right there. Looks like from the time for conversation's over. Come on, let's go see him. Yeah, he's probably going to attack anything that moves. Us included. Which way did he go?
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's not... She's not here anymore.
That's fucked up.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec.
Oh. Fuck you, Dev, whoever added that line into the fucking dialogue. Fuck you.
What are you doing, Ocotlan? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
Monsters roar.
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end. Careful! He's not himself!
Ocotlan!
Get back. I don't think he can hear us right now. You need to get him under control. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna have to fight him. Saw this coming. Ashen right torch.
So, he thinks we're abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe! Mom, Dad, Archon, this is my final battle!
Let's dance.
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Bubbles.
Yeah.
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back! Look, Ocotlan! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Something's gonna happen here. Whoa. Well, that's thumbnail worthy. Take a photo of that real quick. Watch out.
Are you alright, sir?
I hope so.
I'm fine. Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll figure something out. Got him.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
And he sure knows how to fight.
Ocotlan.
He has a fighting spirit, that's for sure, but we can't keep him unconscious forever. I need to think.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome.
Oh! The captain's here.
500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice, it's...
Oh, Captain, my captain. So you've seen this illness before?
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical interaction can be used to break through the hallucination. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The Drought of Lucidity? Why does Capitano always get this cool piano score?
The draft of lucidity?
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the Abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst. It's either your end or mine! Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more painful for a warrior than losing everything you fought so hard to protect.
I would still like to try other options first, because that side effects seem bad. At the father, Jens accepts the drop from the captain and quickly gives it to Ocotlan.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What are you doing here? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe.
It's all right, my boy.
I actually do
It
have
was just a
frequent and constant
nightmare.
migraines. It's a real bit of a pain to deal with. I could take, like, medicine for it, but I don't like taking medicine, so I just cope with it. Usually my go-to strategy is drink a lot of water and a nap.
Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano is fine.
He was about to say the something, or the.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
I'll help you carry him back. Dan, let's meet up later. Alright, interesting stuff is starting to happen. The crowd disperses. Captain hands a few more doses of medicine to the guards so that the remaining warriors can be cured.
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Thank you, you saved the day.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty.
He's also got the cool coat on.
Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss.
We actually witnessed some Conrians actually help protect the Children of Echoes. Just during the quest line we did with Titu.
Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished.
Natlan hasn't forgotten you either. Why don't you want to use your name from the 500 years ago?
It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
Ah, survivor's guilt.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
I mean, I imagine it to be plenty strong. Like I said, it's technically everything that's not Tevat is the Abyss. Everything that's not this planet is the Abyss. Kind of, sort of.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command.
Guthred.
We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for a chance of success.
This is very interesting framing for this conversation. I really like the cinematography.
I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
How many mortal years do you think you'll live? No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice, huh? That sounds rather familiar.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
The soul that possessed Auroron. It was Guthred, wasn't it?
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I'm fine. I don't really care. I'm a Fatui stan at this point. For those who have watched my playthrough at this point, realize that at every opportunity I have to remind people the Fatui are really not the villains, and for whatever reason, no matter how much time we see that the Fatui as an organization may be set out to do bad things, but the people within them mostly think they're doing the right thing. There's a few examples of some real bad eggs, like the teacher during the Inazuma plotline where they were going to poison a bunch of people to make orphans so that they could train them into Snezhnevich. But that was someone working technically underneath Crucibina, which is a very evil lady who's working with El Dottore, who is also a very evil person. But like Signora, I don't really know what all of her goals are. She seems very revenge-based. I can sympathize with that. Scaramouche is really just kind of setting out to do his own thing. He didn't really hurt too many people along the way, so I kind of give him a free pass, believe it or not. And as for the captain and Arlecchino, well, they've done nothing but be beneficial to us. Even Child I give a lot of sympathy for, because in all reality, outside of waking up a Child hadn't really done all that much. They've been nothing but helpful besides that.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter.
Oh, not to mention, I guess, all the Fatui we helped at the Chasm. I love bringing up the super secret fortune slip quest line. Look that up, it's on the channel. But yeah, there's a lot of friendly Fatui people that we've had to deal with over the time.
All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace. And that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
We don't have to trust him. If it's personal, it's personal. We just don't have to pry.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
I mean, I don't even know if he needs to eat, because, like, Conry and Immortals are weird. There's something I want to know.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And only Mawika's death can clear the debt. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
Ask about the Ruler of Death. Could Captain know something about the Ruler of Death? I might not get this opportunity again. I should ask him.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean.
Oh? Oh, he took the mask off! The curse of immortality. I don't know what I expected, but this is...
The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist.
He did say he was a rotting corpse underneath that.
But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable.
Damn, I agree with all three of those. I always knew I liked you.
So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Hey, Dan, Paimon, Janssen's back. Sorry, I hope I didn't interrupt anything. After helping Ocotlan back home, I went on a small walk and happened to run into a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. He's been looking for you everywhere. Is it Kanich?
Oh, did something happen?
Apparently, Shalonen's ready to start forging your ancient name. She needs to check the progress of the Pilgrim's Chronicle. That device that she gave you before. Right. She invited a bunch of people to be there, including me, so let's head to the stadium once you're done here.
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
I'm happy you stopped by. It was nice to see you. What a mysterious guy. Still, he doesn't seem quite as intimidating as before. Basically comrades now, right? Anyway, let's head to the stadium. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Maybe. I'd like to live to be 500. Sounds cool to me. We'll go for about 30 more minutes before we hit a stopping point. I don't know if you can hear what I'm doing, but every so often you'll see me just flip this hourglass on my desk. If you hear a weird sound on my desk, odds are it's doing that. I just like doing it for the fun. I like hourglasses. They represent time, earth, passage, and many other things. Also, to me, hourglasses were the original fidget spinners. Oh yeah, isn't Shalonen gonna die to give us an ancient name? Wasn't that a plot point? Oh, thank God, he's muted. We don't have to listen to a how, but that means I'm gonna have to do his voice. You sure took your sweet time. Wretched scoundrels, how dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula waiting? Kneel before us and apologize or we'll... And he's gone. Don't listen to him. We just got here too.
Kanich, Cochita, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
And I believe only Sitlali will probably be voiced. Then again, we haven't seen Mualani in a long time. Maybe Mualani's voiced, I don't know. Roran's probably voiced.
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
Of course I did. Y'all are some of my favorite people lately.
I brought candy and cookies to share.
Oh wait, Cochita's voiced. Interesting.
Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Ah, just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
Oh, I also forgot to mention Shilonen. Shilonen's properly voiced.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
Pretty smooth.
Huh. To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up.
So Kanishi's the only one you're not voiced, and Ahau, which we don't really care about, because Ahau is actually annoying. Ahau is what I think... When I think of an annoying companion, Ahau is who I think of. Cool Ahau. Paimon's fine. I like Paimon.
A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan.
Ahau's kind of an ass. Why do you need them here?
I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name.
Well, it's a good thing we did almost all of their companion quests.
Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look. Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, Chaska's here.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Dan deserves most of the credit. No, I think you deserve more than half of it, to be honest. All I did was practical application. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the Collective of Plenty would have suffered a lot more. We had the manpower to spare, so it's only right that we return the favor. We were just doing our part. We're glad everything worked out.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Except for Chaska. And I guess Ororon and, Sitlali. The fact that there's one mission left that I haven't unlocked, I'm gonna probably upload this before I upload the earlier in the stream we did do the first two Masters of the Nightwind Tribal Chronicle. I'll probably upload that after this when the third part comes out, all as one video. But it's worth mentioning in this that I think the third part won't unlock until Sitlali's in the game, and I think that we'll finish it with Sitlali and Ororon. I think it's funny that Ororon's in the game now. But it does make me wonder if that all three parts are out for the Flower Feather Clan one, because the Flower Feather Clan one doesn't unlock until we finish this mission. And if we can do all three parts, that'll probably upload before that. But that's enough talking about upload order. A lot of you don't really care about that. But for those who care about what video comes out when and what order, there's the info for you. Any questions?
All right, then to start things off.
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Really? Oh, that's juicy. I love that.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question isn't involved.
If anything, it would be better for no one to be here except for who you're interviewing, because the others around them might influence it. So I hope you do this one by one.
It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
Several of them are in love with us, aren't they?
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse.
Paimon, I don't think that's the same.
So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here and wait nearby?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
There's like 7 people here. It's gonna take like a fucking hour.
Everything everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see St. Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say.
Do you have a fun way to eavesdrop?
Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natlan for quite a while already, doesn't it?
You've been traveling together even for longer.
You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Really?
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
Oh wow, you are gonna get your opportunity.
But Paimon's not from Natlan.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story.
Really?
Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick.
No, it's my Paimon. You can't have her. I'm fine. A lot of time seems to pass.
Paimon gave us
that
a
sure
lot.
Took a while.
Whew, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
That took longer than expected.
Paimon gave us...
Well, we've made the 6 nations already.
How much time in-game has passed? It's got to have been over a year, because technically we've had, what was it, like 3, what was it, what are they called? What's that yearly event? We've had a Sub-Zero's Festival, which means a year has passed just since we've been in Sumeru. And we've had multiple Lantern Rites. At least 3. So, there's been at least 3 Lantern Rites. So, technically that's been like, what, 3 years?
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moeka, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
We're gonna have to fight the Lord of Death, aren't we? And that's the end of the interlude. Oh, wow. Here I thought we'd have to play for like another 30 minutes.
I'll need the Pilgrim's Chronicle back when I'm ready to forge the name. If there are still adventures you want to record, better finish them before then. I hope everything will go well. I swear, even I'm starting to feel nervous now.
I should probably Google what quest missions I need to do in order to finish that thing. Alright, let's see what we got. It's been updated again. Hand of Uezo, filled with strength and power. Extended to all of the lonely and sorrowful. So that was Janssen's basically entire quest line, I guess. So we still need to do 4 of these.
Staring into my eyes.
I'm gonna have to Google that at some point.
I can't promise you'll like.
I can't believe that was the whole interlude. I thought there would be more than that. Well, I guess that means we can... What was it? I guess that means we can start Chasta's quest line, I guess. This should be allowed to start, because we were locked out of doing it until we finished this quest line, which means there is still more for the patch. But as for Act 3, not in the game yet, it seems. So look forward to seeing these in another video at some point, if you're watching on YouTube. I'm going to end the stream here, because I want to start cooking dinner. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours. It's been a nice short mission. I kind of enjoyed it. Next time we'll do Flower Feather Clan. And then I guess after that we'll do the Ocotlan region, I guess, is what's up here, I'm assuming. So, until next time. Look forward to seeing what I do next. Probably got some reaction content coming out soon. Next time we'll stream will probably be Monday. Monday will probably be the next stream that I have time to do. I have a lot of work that I have to get done over the next 3 or 4 days, so I'm probably going to be very unreachable. But if you want to be able to stay in contact with what I'm working on and what I'm doing, I've talked about this before. I'm working on a podcast for a school project. A fake podcast. It's called... it's going to be on labor history, so if you want to see that uploaded to the channel, let me know. Maybe I'll do that. But if you want to stay up to date with what I'm going to be doing in the meantime, the best way to do that is join the Discord. Well, with that, let's wrap up for the day. This has been fun. See you all in the next stream. Stay safe, everybody.